Hi guys, Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking and Homestead here. And today I've got a quick mail call I'm going to go over with you, a shout out, little news, and a couple questions for you. So let's get to it. My first mail call today actually comes from Big Dog Leather. Tim is out in Ohio, and this is his sticker. And he's a leather crafter. He says, Helga, here's my channel sticker and card. Thanks for the kind comments. Big Dog Leather. And he's doing bracelets and knife sheaths and all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to get him into horse tack because I think he'll really clean up on all us addicted horsewomen to our horse tack and leather. But he does a beautiful job, and I really like how he does the video showing how he does the tooling and all the work. It's gorgeous craftsmanship. So go check him out. I'm going to add him here to the sticker board, which is filling up. As you can see, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Working on a 6th one here. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to add him to the sticker board. Kalen Strain, 805 Road King, and Plumpy E is on here. And I'm going to put him right there. I'm going to include links down below in the description for his channel. As you can see, some of the other channels, I've got New Level Auto, Great American Survivor, Texas Viking, The Far Side of the Rails, South Main Auto, Adventures with Bash, The Wild Yam, Midwest Motor Rider, Farm Boy 30117, MBYR 31, Matt's channel, Calvin's Corner 72, The Disgruntled Mechanic, my other half, Lil Doggy, One Wild Camaro SS, Steve Robb, Badgertronics, The Plow Guys, Red Gone to Gray, Sheriff Sasquatch, Wyatt One Able, One Auto, Ghostma Vlogs, Badger Son Charlie, Drive Shaft Drew, Tom's Busted Knuckle Garage, Bognitz, Hiking with Sean, the YouTube Garage Gang, that's Calvin's next sticker, Calvin's Corner 72 sticker, Garrett Outdoors, Weekend Review, Cab 7, UDisney 1969, WKZZR Productions, Keith on TV, Chaos Garage, Channel 33 with Spongy, the Bobcat Guy, and of course I gave you the other ones. So, that's the latest sticker to hit the sheets. Then I got something else really good from my buddy, Booger 500 US. She sent a note, Chin Chin Ma Belle, love Booger, and she sent me a can koozie. And as you can see, it's hers. And Calvin, if you're watching, Calvin, look at what's in here. Yeah, lager, PA National Beer. So, make good use of that. Thank you so much, Booger. Booger has an amazing cooking channel. She is the air frying queen. Anything you want to know about air frying, this chick's done it. She's really good. A lot of fun to watch. So I'm going to put a link to her channel in the description down below too. Go check out Booger. You will not be sorry. So that brings me to the shout out. My good friend Dark Matter did a fabulous intro for the Disgruntled Mechanic. And he really captured the essence of who Mike is. I love it. Mike loves it too. So I'm going to include down below a link to Dark Matter's channel, where he actually did it as a shout out video on his channel as well. And go check that out. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. And like I said, it really caught my other half, who he is. I just love it. So that's Dark Matter. The other thing I wanted to say while doing shout outs and stuff here is, for those that don't know, one of my subscribers, a friend in the community, Carolina Man, passed away a little over a week ago. From my understanding, his son is going to keep the channel going, which I really hope he does. But to his family and friends, my condolences. Carolina Man was a really nice man. I enjoyed his channel, and I enjoyed having him as a sub. He always had something nice to say. So You know, keep the love up for him and his family in prayers, and keep a watch on his channel as his son continues with his legacy. And I'll include a link down below for that channel as well. Then, oh, let's see what's coming up. What's coming up this week? Hey, I actually finally got a break off of work for like the first time in 10 months that I can do some stuff ahead. So actually this week I'm videoing a few different dishes. I'm doing a Passover series and an Easter series to come out that week. So there are going to be some real goodies in there for the holiday if you're interested. And sweet stuff besides the traditional stuff. Then also I'm getting ready to start, well actually I was out at the farm today starting to work on some stuff. Spring weather is just finally starting to arrive here. The sun was actually out, it wasn't raining. It was a little windy, but we dealt with that. It was decent temperature wise. I saw my first groundhogger, I saw my first robin yesterday. The geese are flying, it's all good. And my crocus is starting to bloom. So spring is definitely right around the corner here. That means garden projects. This year I want to put in berries out at the farm, my own cultivated berry patch. I plan on doing that on the lower edge of the garden down along the woods. And I'm going to do raised bed, tire bed for them so that they are protected. And I'm going to have to fence it too, because if I don't, you know, the deer gets everything. The deer get everything. So I fence everything, so that keeps those guys out. So I'm probably going to do a little video bit on that, putting that together and how it goes, because I'm trying to cultivate a couple older varieties of berries, like some of the older gooseberries and stuff that you don't see that much anymore, and I really like preserving and putting up. Our neighbor that I've been getting them from, his bushes never did well to begin with, and they're dying off. So they take a couple years to really come into maturity, and I started them here last fall. And I want to transplant them out there and get them flourishing this year. So that's a goal for the garden, as a berry patch. The other thing I was going to ask you guys about, people have talked to me for a while about a cookbook, and I'm going to actually do one this year. I plan to have it out for October. I'm going to try and do a hardback. Professionally, it's going to be professionally done, hardback cover. My question is how many would actually be interested in getting one, because I kind of want an idea before going to print on count. I'm looking at $15 including shipping. So if you leave down below if you're interested in them, that would be great. So I have an idea, because I don't want to have tons here, but I want to have enough. So, you know, where's that line? But that's what's coming for this fall. So if you're interested and you want the recipes from around here, that's a way to do it. And that brings me to another thing. This past week I was told that what I do is called retro or vintage cooking. Catchy. However, I'm not sure exactly how to feel about being considered, what I'm doing is what I grew up with, it being considered retro or vintage. I'm not sure how to handle that. However, I do think it's appropriate in numerous ways, because really that's what I'm doing, you know, bringing back those recipes that the grandmothers and grandfathers, even some of these are family recipes and clan recipes, bringing them back for everybody and keeping it going for the next generations. Because everything comes full circle sooner or later. You know, there are the generations that didn't care and they're busy doing other stuff. But a lot of times when they start having kids themselves and even their families start to grow, they often will try and come back to the things they remembered that were good from their childhood. And that usually, if you had a good grandma or nanny that was making those good dishes, you know, that's good comfort food memories. And for those that are interested in learning more about the area and what the taste of the region's like, yeah, this is the way to do it. So that's when I travel, I love going to, you know, I'll ask people on the street, hey, where would you go for lunch, or where would you go for this? And I have never been steered wrong on this, because they'll usually give you the best food for the best price. And we've been in some really interesting little hole-in-the-wall places and stuff that had absolutely fabulous stuff. So never discount that. And that's about it, I guess. One other thing, you know, I think I told you back last fall, our local library had a sale, and I got a whole bunch of both local organization cookbooks and regular big cookbooks like Paula Deen and stuff, super cheap. I brought home like 30 books. One of these little gems was from right around here, from a town called Bloomsburg, and it's Pride of Bloom Council 145 Daughters of the American Revolution chapter here. And this was done, I had to look to see when this is done, when you see what I'm going to tell you. It was done in 1959, and all I can say is thank you, Jesus, that women have come a long way since then. I had to laugh because in this was, besides the regular cooking hints and helpful hints, they actually had beauty hints. And you can't make this stuff up. And I had to laugh because they were tips for the stout woman, you know, that, which apparently, according to them, apparently was a major sin. But I had to laugh because they're saying, you know, avoid dainty and spindly chairs. Hats with wide and slanting brims are the most flattering. Wear gloves that match the sleeves and colors. Avoid too high a heel shoe. Use fine textured stockings. Use a medium-sized handbag. Carry a long, slender umbrella. It just made me laugh. I mean, it really threw you back to the old days. And then they had tips for the tall woman, because apparently being tall wasn't desirable either. And so they said not to slouch, which is good. But then they said wear your hair as flat as possible, and wear hats with shallow brims and not big hat trimmings, and gloves of a different color, and low heels. Don't ever wear high heels, because you know we wouldn't ever want you taller than a guy. Really? You know, one would think men were really insecure if we had to do all that stuff for real. So that was my laugh last night when I was reading through these cookbooks. And then I'm just thanking God that, you know, I don't think I would have done well in 1959. I'm just thinking, no, wouldn't have done well. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up and get this out. I'm cooking the rest of the week. If I have enough time, I'll have a couple vids out next weekend with salad dressings, homemade mayo, and that kind of stuff while I work on the big projects. So until next time, you know, here's me keeping it retro and vintage in the Pennsylvania Dutch and coal region. Till next time, bye.